When was the first time you can remember putting a bat in your hands? When were you playing?
Most important thing of hitting is seeing the ball.
These are the OGs, the originals. So, Cade, welcome to another Grubbing with G. I think you're a little familiar with what that is.
Yes, sir.
It's when we have the opportunity to visit with different athletes at LSU and around the state and talk to them about their experiences and have an opportunity for the people of Louisiana to get to know you better.
Yes, sir.
So that's what we're doing here today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, glad to be here. So we're at a place I grew up with, and this is a little bit different grubbing today. Most times I have the athlete choose,
Right.
but today I decided to call an audible and go to my favorite place for a burger in town, somewhere that's nostalgic for me, Dearman's here on Jefferson Highway. I grew up, this used to be, you're looking around the place right now, but it used to be, hi, how are you? Hey, how you doing?
Good. Can I get you started with something to drink?
I'll just do a water.
Water?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a Diet Coke. It's so like, I know your mama. I do. She's lovely. And you went to school with Charlotte.
I did.
So this is one of my daughters.
It's neat.
Actually, when y'all were a little bitty, y'all played together, came over to each other's houses and stuff. So that's a good Diet Coke. But so we're gonna just treat us normal. Just come back and forth when we order. Don't worry, you're gonna be famous. You're gonna be on TV and everything, social media. But yeah, so just come back and forth. Thank you so much. So at Dearman's, this is interesting. It used to be a drugstore, right? You can see up there you have the counter, and I was always there, but these used to be aisles of, hey, can y'all keep it down a little bit? Good gracious, they're loud. I mean, you wouldn't think that we could hear you, but yeah, you know those two guys, right? The head of the Get Gordon NIL department, that's the legal team that if you get in trouble,
Call them.
they're going to bail you out. Well, not really, but so there used to be aisles here with all the different things a drugstore would sell. Mr. Dearman had where he was dispensing the pharmaceuticals and drugs were back there. So this was it wasn't near this big. You had the counter and that was it to eat. And the line used to go out the door.
I'm sure.
And, I looked at actually trying to buy this place when Mr. Dearman passed. And passed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are y'all ready to order?
Now give us just about 5 minutes, 2 minutes. And then Casey, the new president owner, he's over there. You can wave at Casey. I asked him to be on camera and he declined. But he's doing a great job and I think you're going to experience this burger. Go, wow, what a great burger.
Okay. I'm excited, man.
We'll figure it
great
out.
things.
Yeah, so a lot of people know you, right? You got to be even more famous in the run to Omaha.
Sir.
Had a good series.
Sir.
But let's back up a little bit. Let's tell people a little bit about who you are and born and raised and things you like to do. So tell everybody where you're born.
All right, let's do it. Yeah. From New Orleans, Louisiana. I was born in a small town called St. Bernard, Louisiana.
Yep.
The parish, as people call it, or whatever. Relocated after Hurricane Katrina.
Right.
Relocated Texas, Alabama, back to Texas, and then originally back to New Orleans. Where I finished my school.
Right. So growing up, I'm assuming you grew up playing baseball.
Yes, sir.
When was the first time you can remember putting a bat in your hands? When were you playing?
I was probably I want to say T-ball. I remember it would be my first core memory, and just like watching my brother play baseball and always having a bat in my hand would probably be, wanting to be like him. So yeah.
Right. Did it come easy to you?
I don't remember, to be honest. I don't know if I was really good at baseball when I was a kid. I remember kind of getting good around when I was in 7th, 8th grade, that range, but I don't know if I was really good as a kid, to be honest.
So, now the baseball circuit, you have to have a pitching coach.
Yeah.
You have to have a hitting coach. You have to have a nutritionist, a trainer, all these things to develop, these young kids into college athlete baseball players. Did you have all that growing up?
No, sir.
No?
No, I didn't know.
None of that.
My mom and dad were my nutrition coach.
Right.
I got my first hitting coach when probably I was in 9th grade, 10th grade, 8th grade, somewhere in there.
And you went to John Curtis?
Yes, sir. John Curtis. That's where I graduated from.
Did you play other sports?
Yes, sir. Football, track, and golf.
Track?
Yeah.
What'd you run?
Well, I didn't run.
You didn't run?
I didn't
I was
run.
about to say, you don't look like it. Like shot put?
Shot put and
You didn't do
distance.
the shot put?
Yes, sir.
How far did you throw it?
I think pretty far. I don't remember any distances, but pretty far.
All right. What'd you play in football?
Linebacker.
Yeah, I can
I love
see you
football.
linebacker.
Yes,
You
sir.
loved football.
Love football.
You just step up there in the gap.
Yep. Just step up and hit somebody. You know, it's pretty.
You ever heard of Keith Accardo? He was
Yes, sir.
Where did Keith Accardo go to school? Rumble. He was Rumble. He was a linebacker at Rumble.
I'm sure he was good.
He says he was really good. I mean, if you watch him, how tall is Accardo? 5'5"? 5'4". He says if he was 5'11", he would have been offered Alabama, USC, Ohio State.
I've heard that a bunch of times too.
I'll have to get you to meet Accardo.
Yes, sir.
But you were good in football?
I was pretty good. Yes, sir. I got some interest from schools like Nichols and Southeastern and stuff like that. I was already signed to play baseball at LSU, but yeah, I thought I was pretty good.
So your senior year or your career, what was your batting average at Curtis to get LSU, a powerhouse program, right, to attract you?
I think it was probably around the high 400s. I don't remember the exact note. What's going on?
Yeah, we'll order. Yeah.
Do it.
So look over the menu.
Okay.
They have this section called salads. I've never had one from here. And I've been coming here about 45 years. I have no idea what that would be about. But back in the day, I might eat a grilled cheese or something for something. And every once in a while, when I was a healthy kid, when I was training, I'd get a chicken sandwich.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna
everybody in the world comes here for the cheeseburgers, right?
Yeah.
Very true.
We've got Shantae in the back. She's going to cook my burger, I know.
Okay.
And
excited.
a small funny thing is Taylor on the set, called and said, "Hey, can we go ahead and order your burgers early? Because we want them, we want to get them ready for you." I'm like, well, no. I mean, part of the experience is when you open the bun, the steam rises out. It's hot, Oh, you want to?
Exactly.
It might be early and it's cold, and when you're going to eat the calories, it's worth eating. It's
really
hot.
It's worth it.
That's why I told him that. So
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and order because I chose a place today and I'm really excited about it. Cheeseburger, well done. Mustard, mayonnaise, ketchup, pickles. And an order of fries.
I'll do a cheeseburger as well. Can I do American cheese
Yeah,
with
American cheese.
no onions, tomatoes, or mustard? And then can I add grilled onions on that? I'm
Good
excited.
call.
I'm
They're
excited
great
about that.
grilled onions
And then
here.
I'll do an order of fries as well.
Yeah, and they have They have great milkshakes
Okay.
too. If you want to hit a milkshake on the way out.
We might have to.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, when did you sign? Did you sign going into your senior year?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you had a good junior year.
Yes, sir. I had a really good junior year, and I think that's where I kind of took off.
Right.
I had like good freshman and sophomore seasons, but really hit a new gear junior year, and then took off from there and got a bunch of interest.
Yeah. You were playing summer ball and
Yes,
all
sir.
that. You
Yes,
have a
sir.
good summer league. Who'd you
Yes,
play
sir.
for?
I played for a team called the Louisiana Knights. They're based out of Mandeville, Louisiana. And then, they put me in the right spots, and
Yeah.
ultimately surrounded me around good people, and had a good summer, and
Right.
rest took off from there.
Who else on your team got college scholarships from that team?
Gavin Dugas.
Gavin,
Me and Gavin
yeah,
played softball
okay.
together. Yeah. Cole Henry, Drew Bianco.
Okay.
So a lot of LSU guys.
Good.
Yeah. We had a bunch of guys.
Good. And besides LSU, who were you considering? Maybe
Mississippi State.
Good.
Yeah.
You went to Mississippi State?
I
You
took a
went to
visit.
Starkville?
I did.
That
yeah.
didn't take long to say I'm not going here, right? Yeah, I mean, no offense to that.
No
but
offense,
it's
yeah.
Just,
It
it's
just
just
wa-
not the same.
Wasn't the place for me for sure.
Yeah, so Mississippi State here.
Yeah. I took a visit to Arkansas as well. Arkansas is pretty nice. It was between those three.
So you played for Maneri for how many seasons?
3 years.
3 years. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Different coaching styles, Maneri and
Yeah,
Johnson.
absolutely.
How different? How so?
I would say Jay he's more into the development side. He develops players no matter who you are, what your role is, what's going on, and I think Coach Mary would kind of just oversee all of that, and let the assistant coach handle that stuff like that. Love both of them. They're
Right.
both legendary coaches.
Right.
Both have national championships
Yeah.
for LSU. You can't go wrong with either
So
one.
I want to understand that development because
Yeah.
let me tell you my experience with baseball. I grew up playing football and basketball, and then some point, the pretty good athlete coach said, "You need to get out for baseball." I'm like, "Oh, I'm not sure about that." So, "Oh yeah, we're gonna develop you, right?" So I remember being a good speed, a good arm, I could throw and get up to the plate. I have some depth perception issues from eye surgery early on, like 2 years old, 4 years old.
Gotcha.
So I can't always pick up the ball as it's coming. So I'm a little
That's a problem.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
a problem.
and I don't know if it's coming at me a little bit or
Uh-huh.
there. And so I'd got the plate. I remember it vividly, and I'm sitting there, and first ball comes out swinging. Like, what's wrong with you? I said, I don't know. And the next one comes in. I kind of pull out of it. He said, don't be afraid of that ball. You know, it's not going to hurt. I'm like, 6th grade, 5th grade. I don't know. So the next one, he winds up and throws directly at me, beans me on purpose. Wow. He goes, see, it doesn't hurt. I'm like, what do you mean about it? I'm like, this guy's psychotic. He makes me get back in the box, and he continually beans me with the baseball. I'm like, went home that day. I said, Mom, Dad, baseball's not for me.
This sport's not for me.
So my development as a baseball player didn't go very far. But when you're saying Johnson, a little more development oriented,
Right.
Explain to me what that means.
Yes, sir. So I mean, it just it basically means you're talking about the specifics of each skill that requires you to be a good baseball player: hitting,
Right.
fielding, base running, etc. And he goes into the specifics of all that. How to use your body properly to hit, and the most important. That's funny you said that. He always talks about the most important thing of hitting is seeing the ball. You can have the best swing in the world, but if you have the worst eyes, that's funny you said that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just a day in, day out, every single moment of every day he's spent developing, practicing those skills to ultimately be really good at baseball.
They say he's almost I don't know whether it's a baseball whisperer or a baseball nerd.
Yeah.
Johnson. I mean, just
Yeah.
it consumes him.
It can absolutely.
Is that right? I mean,
that's a good way to describe it. Yeah. Like baseball is his life, and he'll tell you that. Baseball means the most to him, and he lives, eats, sleeps, breathes baseball. And I love that about him. And you won't find a more fierce competitor in the coaching industry than Jack.
I get that. And I bumped into him in the airport a couple months back after the championship, and I'm like, where you go? I was going to Italy for
Yeah.
And I'm going to this kid. I got this picture out. He was somewhere on the East Coast. So I got to go see him. And he said, I figured out the portal early. And saw it and got some talent, obviously Skeens and other. And he said they figured it out. So it's I'm out working hard against him now, but because I'm gonna work.
No doubt. I mean, and he'll tell you too. Like we celebrated that night. Obviously, we won the national championship. But I tell you what, right after that celebration got over on Wednesday, his mindset already shifted to winning another one, getting the right guys back on the bus. Getting all of his players in, stuff like that. So that's just how he's wired.
Yeah. So you mentioned eyesight a second ago, and I read an article or watched something where they talked about Dylan's eyesight. And it's supposed to be different. Do they take your eye test?
Yes, sir.
They measure you?
Yes, sir. We get our eyes checked every year, through physicals and stuff like that. And
did you hear that Dylan has a different vision than the rest of them?
He does.
What did they mean by that?
So
I'll interrupt. Good to see you, my man.
Was that
See y'all
the quickest smashing of a burger you've ever seen in your life?
Thank you for lunch, boss.
Can y'all eat me faster? I mean, look at that. That's,
Like 20 seconds.
I mean, look at these guys, right?
Yeah.
Look, when you're in trouble, this is who you call these guys.
my man.
We got your back.
They got confidence.
We got your back.
All right, boys.
All right, guys.
Good seeing you, though.
Absolutely. But
so
his eyes are just.
Hey,
Thank
how
you.
doing, sweetie? I'm good, baby. Good to see you. You get a picture. Take it. She's been feeding me a long time, Shantae. Everybody needs to know this lady. Come by and visit her. She's as good as they get. Person behind the counter, she's great.
Thank you.
So tell me what that means.
So
he's different.
basically what I interpreted from it, and Jack Marucci, who's over football and one of the smartest people in the world.
No, he is the smartest person in the world.
Unbelievable guy to talk
just
to.
Unbelievable.
He's so smart.
You feel just stupid talking to Jack.
Basically, when they were running through, I remember it was the wide receivers back in 2019, and they were testing their eyes and stuff like that, and trying to figure out where to place them, what plays to call for them, stuff like that. They did the same thing with us.
Right.
It kind of just shows how you process information, how fast, and Dylan processes stuff way faster than everybody else.
Yeah, not even a knife.
No, I think we're good. Just a little salt. Add salt on that thing. He sees it
He
different.
just sees it different, yeah.
Thank you. That's Marucci and them telling you that.
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir. So they put like these goggles on you and it has a bunch of different cameras and they're staring at your eyes as the ball's coming in.
Right.
And basically, I think he just processes it way faster than everybody else.
Right.
The way his brain's wired.
Right.
And obviously, he's the man.
Yeah.
Best player I've ever seen.
Yeah. Let me say a quick prayer for us.
Yep.
Go. Father, thank you for this time. Thank you for the fellowship. Thank you for Cade and what he's given to the state, this university. Pray your blessing and on him as he's going into this new phase of his life, coaching and marriage and all that. Just want great things for him. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
So you've got the let's call it the science part of it,
Uh-huh.
right? They're telling you that Dylan hits the ball different. And then you go into the batting cage, right? So he doesn't see it any different than I do. I can see the ball like him. Trey can see the ball like him. Then he goes to BP. Is it really different?
Yeah, absolutely.
So for all of us who aren't college, professional,
Yeah.
national collegiate champion baseball athletes like yourself, how is it different when Dylan's in the BP?
For me personally, it's just the consistency. Obviously he hits the ball very hard, and harder than most people around the country. But it's just how consistent he could do it. It's 10 out of 10 swings, 9 out of 10 swings every time that he's hitting the ball super hard, and most people will get 5 to 6 out of 10, etc., stuff like that.
Right.
So it's how consistent he is, and just the mindset he has. He's never really rattled when hitting and stuff like that. He doesn't overcomplicate things. So that's what I got on Dylan.
Well, I guess it's probably that he's got some talent, God-given talent, and he's got this.
That's phenomenal, by the way.
Yeah, is that great?
That's
I haven't
unbelievable.
had my bite. It's like I get a little anxious sometimes. I'm trying on camera to be a little more polite, but I get really nervous that it's going to come out not as hot. If I waste too much time, I'm not going to get it before it's hot, but it is. But so he's got all that, and then he's got this wonderful, very conservative kind of fall to the background guiding father who you never know that his father's involved in his life. I mean, George is, he reminds me of like a Baptist preacher, right? He's always going to say the right thing. Of course, I'm completely joking, am I not?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Is his dad
his
just
dad's the man.
just crazy?
He absolutely is. He's wild, and I think that's what makes him so awesome.
Oh, he's awesome. He's one of the most authentic, best guys you'll ever meet. I got a text from like 3 weeks ago. Hey, are you down in somewhere in South Florida? They were there at some pool or something. He goes, I think I saw your wife. She looks really good. And I go, no, George, we're not there.
We're in Italy.
That's just him. So y'all had a great cast of characters. I mean, you got Dylan, what he's doing. You got Trey with the blonde hair doing his deal. You got Skeens, a madman.
We had a different blend of everybody, I would say. I think that's what makes our team so unique and so special. Just the different types of guys like that, and different type of personalities, and all different types of players too. And you gel it together, and you win a national championship. And I think that's what's so cool.
Right. So going back to Dylan, they say he's a generational hitter. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely.
A lot of power, right? Got some. You can see it in his outfit. He's got some legs, right?
He's jacked. Yeah.
He's just a stable trunk. I mean, they're tree
sir.
trunks for legs.
Yep.
Right. So when you look at Skeens,
Yep.
generational talent, this picture as well.
I would have to agree with
Yeah.
you. Both of them. Yeah. We had 2 generational
Players
talents.
at one time. I think I saw that no teams ever had 1-2 in the draft. Is that right?
Yes, sir. That was the first time in history.
By the way, we're going to use a lot of napkins.
I know.
Gets a little sloppy.
I love it.
Stuff's dripping out. Let me take a look at that. I mean, that's just stuff that's coming out the side. It's great. People need to get here at Dearman to support it.
It's very special.
All right, so.
I'm gonna start making this my after church spot. We go to church right around the corner.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna have to start making this my spot after
So
church.
yeah, you get up, you go to church, come eat a big greasy burger. You go home, lay on the couch, and watch
day.
some football or
All day.
baseball or basketball or something, whatever, golf. Right?
Golf.
And you just, that's a good day.
It does seem like a good day.
So, if you're looking at Skeens, and not take anything away from the rest of the picture, that's some great performances at Omaha, right?
Yep.
Holy cow!
Absolutely.
It's different trying to hit him.
Yeah, it's really hard. Yeah.
How so?
Well, I mean, first of all, he's very big, and he's 6'6", 250, whatever, how much he weighs, how much he weighs. And that's intimidating on the mound, just seeing that.
It really is. So
And then on top of that, he's mean mugging you. He looks like a madman, so that's another thing. Then
mean mugging.
yeah, he's like mean mugging. He give you like this mean face.
Molly Taylor, it's a new word I need to add to my lexicon. Mean mugging. Never heard that one. I'm old. I just turned 57 this week.
Yes, sir.
So when I hear these new terms, mean mugging.
Mean mugging, like he's just staring you down. And
Mean
there was
mugging.
103. He's up to 103, 4 pitches for strikes and whatever counts. So I think that's what makes him really so
it's
good.
gonna be great. It is. Have you ever heard the term mean mugging? Someone's mean mugging you? That's what they do in baseball to each other. I haven't heard that. Mean mugging. All right. All right. So,
Yeah, so all of his pitches for strikes. So that's what makes him special. I mean, it sounds very simple, but it's really hard to do. You know?
I remember talking to Trey in the beginning of the season. And I met with Paul about signing him, and he was going to sign him. It's just his dad thought it best that he didn't, but really nice guy.
Oh, absolutely.
And so I was visiting with Trey afterwards, somewhere in the early part, like in August or September, somewhere in there, and said, "So y'all got a new pitcher coming? He throws hard." He goes, "Yeah." I said, "Well, he really good?" He goes, "Let me tell you what. I'd heard about him. Yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be that hard. I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna
Right.
take it." And then I hearing it. Whoosh.
You hear it, yeah. It whistles at you.
Yeah, just coming. And then look, he goes, "I ain't hitting that. No way." And he's like, "I can't. I'm done." So it definitely has an effect on you.
Absolutely. And then that's funny he said that because in baseball, the harder the guy throws, you can literally hear it coming in.
Yeah.
The way the seams are spinning, you can hear it whistling at you. That's really funny. But it's true. I mean, yeah, it throws super hard. And I think one thing that, separates him too is, like the way he was built. He's a relentless worker. Like
Yeah.
he's never going to stop working hard. I think that's what, even though he knows he's the best pitcher in the country, he works like he's the 50th best pitcher in the country.
So there's that story. I don't know if it's urban myth or truth. Somewhere, someone told a story. You know what I'm talking about, right?
That is a myth.
That was a great one. That was you
good.
started
I
that.
did start that.
No, I think it's true. No, it's not a myth. It's true. Right? So tell everybody what happened.
Yeah, so I mean, Paul would always mess with me, saying he works harder than me and stuff, and we're in there at the same times, and would mess with Dugas and Dylan, Trey, the rest of the hitters, and I was like, I'm going to tell ESPN that he said that. I told them I was joking about it after, and they just took that story and like ran with it and saying he works harder than everybody on our team.
Running around the locker room yelling at everybody, "I work hard, you. I work hard, you." Just
He definitely runs around the locker room. He just doesn't say that.
That's funny.
It was funny. It was good. And
So-
the funny thing about that is Paul doesn't care what anyone thinks about him. So we were practicing the day before the national championship, whatever it was said. And he's like, "Dude, I got like 3,000 notifications for people just saying how bad of a guy I am." He's like, "I don't care what any of them think." He's like, you did this to me.
I still like it. I think it's true. I think you're trying to cover for him now.
I mean, it worked out well for him.
It did.
Life's working out well for him.
I think so. Let's jump to the series, to Omaha.
Yes, sir.
All right. So going up to Omaha, all right. We're gonna come back, and then I know you got a big part of your life. You got a big day today. You're headed out. We're gonna talk about that. But since we're in baseball, we'll finish with Omaha.
Yes, sir.
To you. So y'all are going up to Omaha,
Yes, sir.
and as you're coming there, is there the mindset of the coach, of Coach Johnson, and the team that we're winning this thing?
Yes, sir.
Or is it, "We're happy to be here, we believe we can win it," or is it like, "No, we can win this"?
Right. I mean, I would say there's a mix of both in terms of everybody's super excited to finally be there.
Right?
But make no mistake, we were going there to win the tournament. I get chills just thinking about that was our goal was
Right.
to, from the day one, we're going to win the national championship. Here's how we're going to do it. So when you have to, obviously you have to get to Omaha first. So
Right.
when you get there, it's not a breath of relief, but it's definitely an excitement that I've only felt after winning the national championship.
Right,
Going,
right,
wow,
right.
this is crazy. But yeah, we were going to win that thing. Yeah, that was the mindset. Which Coach Jay kind of mentioned that. He's like, "Look, 4 teams are just happy to be here.
Right.
The other 2 don't think they can compete with you, and there's 1 team that thinks they can win it with you.
Uh-huh.
He's like, let's go figure out who it is." So
Right. All right.
that's cool.
Did y'all ever lose that belief?
No, sir.
Even after the beat down?
Even after the beatdown.
I was in the stands for that beat down. And I told you my short baseball career, and I've got Ainsworth sitting 2 down from me. And I'm thinking, I'm comparing it to a basketball game or a football game. When you get beat that bad, In those sports, you're like, they're just better than us, right?
Right.
You go and get beat like that, you're like, we can't compete with them, right?
Right.
And I'm like, Kurt, what's the deal? Man, we're done, right? You know, we've got to come back when they this baseball's different.
Yeah,
you know?
it is
They won't
different.
even think about it. I said, no, man, this is a psychological beatdown. This team, I don't know if they can recover from this. It was just,
Right.
and you're in it, John. It's all right. We're gonna be back next
Yeah.
game.
And I agree with Kurt. You know, he's obviously a baseball guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Got a lot of respect for him, and yeah, baseball's like that. I mean, you know, we just beat them, so we're up 1-0, and baseball, that's the way the game goes. Sometimes everything goes the other team's way, and nothing kind of goes your way. So I mean, that's just one of those days, and you know, I think
But it
most.
wasn't like 7-2.
I know. I
mean,
get
I get that
it.
it's
It's
17.
24-4.
It was like the most historic runs in a game.
Yeah, it was crazy. But I mean, most of the guys, you know, forgot about it literally in the 5th inning, 6th inning
That's
of the
what
game.
he said, and I was amazed to hear that.
Yep. So I mean, that's kind of how it went, and
Yeah.
no one talked about it after that. We were just like, all right, let's play tomorrow. Like,
All right.
and then Coach Jay had a really good meeting. The day of the national championship, we always have a pregame meeting right
Right.
before we leave, and you know, the topics vary, whatever's going on. But he basically just said, "This is Game 71, playing for the College World Series. And if I would have told you that at the beginning of the year, would you have signed up?"
yeah.
Everybody in the room was like, "Yes, sir, absolutely." He said, "All right, let's go win."
Yeah.
So that was the message. It wasn't, "Oh, we got beat 24-4 yesterday. You know, we got to come back." It's just like,
So
go give it everything you got.
when y'all got beat like that, he's not yelling and screaming or any of that. He's just like,
sir.
let's go.
No, sir. I think it would be the opposite almost. It's when you get beat and you get blown out and stuff like that. Not that many things you did wrong, typically. And it's weird to say that, but if you lose a close game and you have 2 errors or a base running mistake, I feel like coaches get more mad at that. Mm-hmm. If we would have lost a 7-8 or 8-7
Yeah.
game with 3 errors,
Right.
couple base
Okay.
running, yeah, stuff like that. So when you get beat that bad, it's just like, all right, guys, just flush this, move on. Like, we'll be better tomorrow.
Does he ever get real rowdy, emotional?
Oh, yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
starts get maybe
gets-
language we wouldn't use in church, right? Does he
Maybe,
get a little bit?
maybe,
a little bit?
maybe a little bit of that. But man, it stems from his passion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, and everybody knows that. You know, and most of the time when he says something, I would say 99% of when he says it, it's spot on, accurate.
Right.
What he's saying, it's the truth. You know.
Okay.
Like when he's yelling at us about something like that, like he means it, and it's true. Absolutely.
Okay. So coming to the championship final game,
Yep.
y'all are confident, right? And then the tables kind of flip from a beat down one way to a beat down the other way. Have you ever been a part of something like that, a back-to-back like
I don't
that?
think so. I don't think so at all. Usually it'd be like we win the first 2 games and then maybe the third one gets out of hand one way
Yeah.
or another. But I don't think there's ever been a close game, a blowout, and then a blowout the other way the next day. It was crazy.
It was.
It was crazy.
But it's still, I don't know, in the stands, maybe we're just so nervous.
Right.
It still felt to us like, oh, just hopefully, I hope we can pull this out. And it took a while. And I was sitting a few rows over from George Cruz, and he was a madman once we got up. He was like, "Party's over, man. Let's roll. Let's party." It was like, holy cow. And I won't say what type cups he had because we have the viewers on this,
Yes,
maybe
sir.
some children and stuff. But
I love it.
he's an animal in the stands.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Absolutely.
So looking back at Omaha, you had a great series.
Yes, sir. I did. I
I
played
mean,
really well.
really good.
Yes, sir.
Big home run.
Yes, sir.
What did that feel like?
The coolest thing I've done up until this point.
Right.
Yeah, just that was so cool in that moment, and playing in front of that many people,
So,
the magnitude of the game.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was huge. So walk everybody through that at bat, right? You're coming in,
Okay.
games, it's tight. So tell everybody what you're thinking, like as a hitter.
Right.
Do you know what? I don't remember who the pitcher was. So you know what he tends to do. So
Yeah.
Marucci's filled you with the data.
Yes, sir.
So
Absolutely.
tell us as you're walking out,
Right.
what you're thinking about,
Okay.
the pitcher you're facing, because a lot of us don't know what y'all have to process and do and what you're thinking
A lot of stuff going on.
and what the call is from
Yeah.
the coaches.
Yep.
Just walk us through that.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, Jay and our scouting guy, Jamie Tucko, do an unbelievable job of scouting all the pitchers, getting their numbers, what we think the ball's going to look like, because that's all it is. You're not going up there saying, "Oh, he's throwing 93," but you're going up there, it's like, does this ball sink? Does it cut? Does it ride? Like stuff like that. So our
So
coaches do a phenomenal.
You know that already.
Already.
You know
Yes,
the
sir.
tendencies of this pitcher,
Yes,
what his
sir.
ball does, and I would assume you know. Typically, if the count's this is what he likes to throw.
Yes, sir. And baseball is a big game of percentages and stuff like that. And I wouldn't say you try to sit a certain pitch, but you have an idea. But the situation was All-American, reliever, and a guy by the name of Brandon Neely, very good, very, very good pitcher. Runs his fastball up to 98, throws hard. And he just struck me out on, I think, 3 or 4 pitches the at-bat before, all fastballs that were just riding up in the zone.
And you knew they were going to ride.
Yes, sir.
And you just can't catch it. Your
Sometimes,
mind, you just can't catch it. Sometimes.
Those are the hardest to hit, because when the closer the ball is to your eyes, the easier you think it's to hit, but it's the opposite.
Right.
And so going into that bat, I was like, all right, I know they're going to challenge me with fastballs. They just struck me out on essentially 3 or 4 fastballs.
So they're going to bring it back to you again.
Yeah, they're bringing it, no question. First pitch, foul off a fastball. So I'm like, all right, here comes another one, because they think that they're just blowing it by me.
You can't keep up.
Right. So I step out, and I remember I looked at our first base coach, and he's our hitting coach too, and he was just shaking his head at me. He was just like,
really?
Yeah,
Like,
he was
it's coming.
yeah, he's like, it's
What's
coming,
wrong?
just hit it.
Okay.
And I mean, he's super hard on me, but I love it. And he made me one of the best versions of myself that I could ever ask for. And so finally get a one that I was supposed to swing at the first 2 at bats, and put a good swing on it and hit it over. And
But it was
second pitch, yes sir.
first pitch.
First pitch fouled off.
Fouled off. Coaches.
He's just staring at me.
Really, you're
He's
really.
I know you know him. His name's Chief. He's just he's a big old dude. He's just
Yeah. Really.
what are you doing?
And the next one, same pitch.
Same pitch, a little better location, a little bit lower in the zone, and it hit a homer. Yes, sir. And I mean, that was
You play golf.
yes, sir.
Right? And
Love it.
Yeah, love it. Great. So in golf, because I've never hit a baseball like you.
Right.
Every once in a while, I get lucky and I hit the face properly on the golf ball, and I feel that feeling like
Yes, sir.
you look up and you know this is gonna be a long drive, right? I know it's a good drive for me.
sir.
Same type of thing. You hit it right.
Yep.
You just
God,
right center face it. Boom.
Yeah. So exactly when it's like in golf, we're golf guys, so when you hit it where you're supposed to, you don't feel it.
Right. Just boom.
It's just perfect flush.
And that's what it was for.
Absolutely, yeah. So when you square up a baseball and you literally don't feel anything,
Yeah.
and when you good.
Oh, great. He's gonna have a chocolate milkshake.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got to get ready for his bachelor party weekend. Yeah.
Thank you. But yeah, you square it up, and there's 30,000 people there going nuts.
Yeah.
And, I kind of blacked out, almost like I
Right.
didn't really feel my body
Right.
for like 5 minutes after that.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Best feeling in your college career, maybe?
Besides holding the trophy,
Trophy,
up with
right, those two.
everybody. Yeah, absolutely.
Individual feeling for you. at home.
Individual, absolutely. No
That
doubt.
is just.
Yes.
And
That
you're-
and just celebrate with
Yeah, yeah.
everybody. Just
and you're running the bases and you're just
You're just
smiling,
floating, man.
Whatever, floating. Right. Wow.
I've watched the video a lot because like
You're like, who's that guy, right? Almost, right?
I know I look a little different now,
Right.
but a lot gets lost in translation and stuff like that, and you forget things that happen, and
Right.
just I think the way technology is, guys like him, they do such a good job of taking good videos
Right.
that you feel like you're in the moment again. But yeah, that was the coolest thing besides winning the national
Oh,
championship.
yeah. You've seen Taylor technique in his videos, right?
Oh, yeah.
He,
He's a legend.
what I love about him is when he's like doing his curls.
Uh-huh.
I mean, everything's just so right. I don't know how he gets those veins looking the way they do, and it's just perfect form. He's got that look, the lighting. I mean, like he's impressive when he gets going. Tell us about what stands out to you most about the celebration, right? That the game's over.
Yeah.
Whether it's the dog bow, the running around, holding the trophy, someone
say-
said something.
No one really. Yeah, you didn't really have to say anything. The thing that sticks out to me is just seeing all the young guys and all your best friends that are so happy,
Right.
so excited. Seeing all the coaches that are so happy, because they pour everything they have into us as well, and just seeing all the support staff and everybody
Right.
just hugging, saying how happy and how much they
Right.
love you, stuff
Right.
like that. So that's what sticks out to me,
Right.
and what I'm gonna remember forever. Yeah, man, just like hugging Dugas, telling them how much I love them, and
Right.
we talked about this 5 years ago when we were freshmen and
Right.
stuff like that. There's a video of it; it's pretty cool. Someone took a video of it, but yeah, just things like that I'm gonna remember. Just friendships, but ultimately, everybody that confetti's raining down on you,
Right.
and you're holding up the trophy. You can't beat that.
Right. Well, y'all gave the Tiger faithful and state of Louisiana just something to cheer about.
Yes, sir.
Be proud of the way y'all did it. One of the more exciting sports memories I have of my life of
Appreciate
watching
that.
from the stands and how excited it was. It was
Yes, sir.
uneventful, unforgettable experience, and can't tell you how proud I am of
Yes, sir.
you. I know
Thank you.
everybody at LSU is, and
Appreciate you.
and that we have your future to look forward to, and I want to talk to you about
Yes,
that.
sir.
What I wanted to ask you is, before we did that, you got, and it just played out. You know, I had no idea that you were going to speak at the ceremony afterwards.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I had no idea, and I gave you and I think
Uh-huh.
Trey and I can't remember hats.
Get your
And,
yes, sir.
and y'all walked up there, and y'all are wearing the hats. So
Yeah.
so we had these hats,
Oh,
made,
yeah.
right? The
Yes, sir.
8,888 reasons to rally, right? And like we even put on the back so everybody can see the little
The Jell-O
glass.
shots.
Did you ever try the Jell-O shots while you were there?
Absolutely. I'm not at college
Yeah.
anymore. Absolutely.
That's right.
The night
So-
of the championship.
This for me and my company and what we do, it connected us to
Yeah.
the event, the fans a little
Sure.
bit more, and I wish I could say I had the idea, but Todd Graves is a lot smarter than I am in a lot of ways, and he stepped out there and did the first one, and then
Yeah.
we started talking, and I was like, come on, let's go break the record further and send it so nobody can ever do it.
So,
no,
I
you
tell you
go
what,
do
I
it.
don't think that record's getting touched.
No, he didn't do
Unless
it.
LSU
So,
rebreaks it.
Yeah, so we went and did that and had a lot of fun with it. You wore the hat.
Sure.
People started asking about what the
Sure.
hat was, and then we go, all right, we got to give away hats. So we,
Man, I had I want to say close to 60 people asking to buy the hat from me. I'm like,
I know.
look, man, I'm not, this is not for sale.
yeah, these are the OGs, the originals.
Uh-huh.
They won't
Yeah.
be duplicated. But
Yep.
so next season we're gonna roll out some sort of something to give back to the fans and give them some
Awesome.
more hats. and
That'd be
things.
cool.
You helped catapult that because
Sir.
you wore it right up there, and everybody's
Sir.
like, "Hey, what is
What is
that?
888?
Yeah, what is that? What is that? 8,808 reasons to rally." So this was a great experience.
Yes,
for
sir.
us.
That was cool.
Yeah, it really was. And thank
It
you.
looks nice too. I mean, it's a really
Yeah, it is. Thank
really
you for
well
wearing.
drawn up.
Yeah, our marketing department does a great job,
Yeah.
and they do it. They turn it around quickly, so
Right.
it's great. So we covered your LSU baseball career,
Yes, sir.
and now we're transitioning to a new phase of your life
Yes, sir.
in a couple of areas, right?
Yep.
I met your fiance,
Yes, sir.
beautiful, wonderful lady.
Thank you. She'll be glad to hear that.
Yeah, and y'all are getting married in November.
Yes, sir.
So tell everybody a little bit about your fiance and what y'all's plans are. And I know you've got some different plans for yourself, what you're doing. So tell everybody,
Yes,
let
sir.
everybody know what's the next
Yeah, I
stage
mean,
of your life.
So we're transitioning into adulthood, as
Uh-huh.
everybody calls it. Thank you.
You're
Ah,
welcome.
look at
Can I take this out y'all's way?
Yes,
man.
Thank you so much.
So yeah, we're transitioning to adulthood, and her name is Caroline, and she has a online business boutique
Yeah.
that she runs, and super proud of her. Just
What's the name of the boutique? We want
shop
everybody.
Silv- yeah, Shop Silves. All the
How do you spell that? Tell everybody.
SHOP
Yeah.
SILVS.
Shop Silv.
Shop Silves.
And that's a
it.
website. You
Yep,
can go
website.
online, shopsilves.com, and you can order stuff.
You can order stuff, and if you live in Baton Rouge, we can hand deliver it. If you live elsewhere, we'll ship it to you.
So
Uh,
what type of stuff would it be?
Women's clothes.
Not anything for Taylor.
Not anything for Taylor, unless you
likes-
want to wear a dress. I don't
No,
know.
Taylor. Taylor likes tank tops. He's big, loves tank top. They show off the flex.
Yeah.
Right, Taylor? You look good. Like if I had your arms, dude, I'd wear a tank top too.
Yes, sir.
The only reason I'm wearing short sleeve is because it's hot
It
outside.
is
Normally I'm hiding my arms.
Golly,
It's
it's
a
hot.
completely different thing than Taylor. All right. So
That's
shopsills.com.
unbelievable, too. Good.
All right. So just women's clothes.
Yes, sir. Women's
Have you
clothes.
shake?
Unbelievable.
It really
This
is.
place is special.
It is special.
So yeah, women's clothes, dresses, I don't know, shirts.
Molly, I
tops.
want you to look at shopsilves.com. All right. All right. Well, you need to buy something on there. All right.
Yeah, but just seeing her, start her own business and take a leap like that. And,
Wow.
She's super brave, and she's hardworking, and super proud of her. And
How long y'all been dating?
5 years, yes, sir. We've been dating for a while.
Freshman year of college or high school?
Freshman year of college, we met. I want to say around November.
Where'd y'all meet? How'd y'all meet?
I hit her up on Instagram. Very,
That's what happened.
Very immature of me the way to do it.
But
at
isn't
the
that how
time.
everybody does this?
Everybody
generation?
does it.
Yeah.
But we actually met.
So like you say what on that first hit?
I was just like, "Hey, what's your phone number?"
Really? That's all it is?
Yeah.
hey, what's your phone number? And she responded.
She responded like 4 days later. Yeah.
4 days later.
She was big leaguing me for a little while. So
Right.
she said she had to do a background check on me or something.
Taylor, big leaguing me. I like that one too.
I'm teaching y'all kind of new lingo.
You got big league. So big league means you're not good enough for me. I'm in the big leagues. You're in the minors.
Yeah, I was in the minor leagues for her.
Molly, you write that one down. I got big league, right? We need that one.
Yeah, so
I'm serious. We need to make a little book we can put on our website of all the young kids' lingo. Big league in me. So you're a big league.
I was getting big leagued, and
So-
she finally reached out back to me, and we started hanging out, and going on dates and texting and stuff, and finally started dating a little while after that.
Yeah, this whole, I don't understand the whole talking to and dating and
Yeah.
and then if you put a picture up, something, I know it means something. When you finally post a picture
Right.
of the person that you're talking to, right? And I'm not even talking about changing your profile picture, right? You change your profile picture to you and her, that's something. But if you just post a picture
Big deal.
of you and Caroline, that's a big deal.
Right.
That's
Apparently,
like-
that's a big deal.
That's a shout out to the world. Right? So she finally brought you up to the big leagues.
She finally brought me up. She called me up, and it was. She's awesome, man, and I love her so much. And,
Right.
she's helped me be, a good. Like I'm trying to think of how to word this. She drives me to be a better person.
Yeah.
She really drives my relationship with God, and just trying to be a good person moving forward.
That's good.
Make smart decisions. Be a good working
Yeah.
man, stuff like that. And she's awesome, man, and
Awesome.
yeah. So
All right.
got a lot of love for her.
And when is your wedding date?
November 18th.
Where are you getting married?
We're Our Lady of Mercy Church, and then Country Club of Louisiana.
Okay.
After that. And we were filling out your address the other day. I texted
nice.
Ramsey for
Yeah.
it.
Good. Can't wait for it. So maybe there's a bunch of Tiger fans out there who want to send you presents. He's going to have a registry. We're trying to,
Yes, sir.
build your registry and stuff and get you more gifts and presents. So y'all go online. We'll try to post that at some point. Let's push that out. Everybody can give them a gift. And where are y'all planning on living?
Yeah, I think we want to stay in Baton Rouge for a while.
Love.
Love it. I mean, it's done so much for us, and we have a bunch of friends here and a bunch of family members here, and it just doesn't make sense for us to leave right now.
Right. And for you, tell
sir.
everybody what you plan on doing next.
Yes, sir. I actually just accepted a job last week in pharmaceutical sales. Yeah, so I'm going to be starting with that on the 28th.
Who are you working for?
A company called BDSC.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
yep. They're based out of Nashville, Tennessee.
Right.
And I'm going to coach on the side. Coaching a 13U team at Traction, starting in
Nice.
January. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you've told me that you plan to stay involved in coaching.
Yes, sir. I'm
That's-
doing
that's your
lessons
life.
as well
Yeah.
at DBAT, so I'll have 3 things going on.
Hitting lessons, mainly.
Hitting and fielding, yes, sir.
Hitting and
Yep. Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, that'd be awesome. And where are you doing that?
DBAT. It's right
DBAT.
by Blue Bayou. The
Do
water.
you have a website? Or
Yes, sir.
What's your website?
It's just called dbat.com, and they have
DBAT.
DBAT. Yes, sir.
What is D for?
It's called. I think it's developing beliefs I don't know.
Okay, so you're
attitudes or
doing it
something.
for somebody.
Yes, sir.
DBAT is the company.
Yes, sir. It's a company. Yes, sir.
Well, I've been told that I might market a little too much.
Right.
And maybe that's true at times. But I don't think you can ever market enough in a lot of respects. So
I agree.
maybe we get your name as a website,
Okay.
right?
That'd be cool.
Right? And we can redirect it to DBAT, but certainly build out your profile. And if people want to get to know you, they can go there, they click a link, it takes you, and
Yes, sir.
something like that.
That'd be
That
great.
would be a good idea.
Yes, sir.
And Taylor could take some really kind of like, I don't want to say sexy pictures, Taylor, because that wouldn't be right. But you know what I mean. Those pictures that you have of yourself, you look real, but unapproachable almost, because you look too good for everybody. So we can do some of those type pictures, right?
Yes, sir.
Something like that. You're serious, you're working out, you're hitting,
Yes,
and
sir.
something, and that wouldn't be much.
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
could
Let's
help
do
you
it.
help.
That'd
you
be
do
awesome.
that. So batting, marriage,
Yes, sir.
pharmaceutical sales.
Yes, sir.
What else you got planned next few years of your life? You think kids early?
Yeah. We want to. I mean, obviously, we want to, build a family
Yeah.
and have a large family.
Right.
Play a lot of golf, take some vacations.
golf, yeah.
It's just life after baseball is it's interesting, but it's
Yeah.
cool at the same time. You have a lot of free time to do
Right.
things.
Right. How good do you think the Tigers will be this
I
season?
mean, I think really good. If talking
Really?
about football or baseball? Both?
Baseball.
Baseball, really good.
Really good. Like
I
they,
mean,
they can compete again for
Absolutely.
another championship.
They're going to compete every year
Because of
until
Johnson, right?
because
Yeah,
of
he's
Jet.
just different.
They'll be a competitor every year, and that's just how he's wired and
Right.
how the program's structured now. This will be his third year, and we laid a good foundation for all the younger kids to
Right.
follow, and basically the roadmap how to do it.
All right.
I think they'll be very good.
We'll finish up our Dearman's grubbing, which you eat. A few popcorn questions. We like to do this from
do it.
time to time. Just going to hit you with different things. Favorite movie?
Ooh, comedy or just overall?
You tell me. Comedy, drama, whatever you like.
My favorite comedy movie would have to be probably Anchorman.
Anchorman.
With
Ron
Will Ferrell.
Burgundy.
Yeah, Ron Burgundy.
I love
And then
Anchorman.
overall, Shawshank Redemption comes to mind.
Love that.
Any Denzel Washington movie.
Any
really.
Denzel Washington.
Like American Gangster is really good.
Yeah,
I love
great
any
movie. Okay.
Denzel movies.
Yeah, Training Day.
Training Day is
Good
fantastic.
stuff, yeah.
Equalizer.
Equalizer.
We got
1,
the
2,
third
3
one-
coming
the third
out.
one coming out.
Yeah, I love how he just goes.
It's
his
time.
eyes start looking around. Yeah, that's good. All right.
Yeah.
If you read, favorite book?
Favorite book. It's called Unbroken.
Unbroken. I
Ever
read
heard of
that.
that?
Yeah, I read
It's
that.
really good. Louis Zamborini.
Yeah, read that. Favorite band?
I don't know if Elton John's considered a band, but I love Elton John.
Yeah. Elton John, Rocket Man, the whole bit, very good.
Yep.
After Dearman's now, because it's obviously your favorite restaurant here in
Yeah,
town.
this is unbelievable.
But favorite restaurants in Baton Rouge?
I like Sammy's Grill a lot.
Yeah, same as good.
You took me to Stabs. That place
Yeah.
is pretty special.
That's just good. We had a good night that
We
night.
did. We did.
We did.
What else? I like Chiba Hut sandwiches a lot. Right? It's called Chiba Hut, right around
good.
LSU.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they have so many good restaurants in Baton Rouge. It's hard to choose.
Favorite vacation spot?
I don't know, man. Well, coming up soon, St. Lucia. That's
Yeah,
going to be
be
number
great.
one. But so far, up into my life, Cabo.
All right. Your go-to outfit, all right?
Okay.
You got to, you had a little argument, Caroline, you want to impress her, you're going into a room and you want to look the part. What do you look like? What are you dressing?
Well, hopefully we never get into an argument.
Yeah,
like
we
that.
hope you don't, but you gotta
hopefully,
look the part.
Yeah, gotta look the part.
What do you got?
Probably just a button-down shirt with some slacks and some nice shoes,
So,
some cologne.
yeah, nice shoes is, I've learned all about shoes recently. Got some Air Jordans,
I saw the one with Angel Reese. Those are sick.
So apparently I wasn't finishing out. This is Molly. It's called fit, not outfit. What's my fit? My fit wasn't looking the part because my shoes, I don't know, they weren't right. So I had to go out and buy these white sneakers now that I have to wear all the time. But so I love cowboy boots. But
I do
don't-
too.
They don't let me wear them as much anymore.
I feel that.
So you got those slick white sneakers. You got
don't-
Jordans. What are you wearing?
Probably just some Cole-Ons.
Yeah, you're not thinking too hard about.
Not thinking too hard.
You're just doing, just doing like.
I'm just
that.
saying I'm sorry if I got in an argument. I messed up.
Favorite golf course you played? I know you're just new at it. But what's
Yes,
your
sir.
favorite golf?
Just played a really nice one. I went to North Carolina to see my brother a couple weeks ago. Pinehurst number 4.
Wow, you getting in
Really
there? How'd
good.
you play?
Pretty good.
What'd
yeah.
you shoot?
Well, I had a bad round, kind of, on the back. But I ended up shooting a 88, but I tripled the last hole, so it would have been okay.
Oh,
I hit the ball well. It's just hard
isn't
to
that
score.
all?
It's
The
hard to
last-
score.
you ever- You're on par to shoot mid-80s.
Yeah.
You like that round, unless you
Yeah.
triple the last hole.
Because that course it's a top 50 course in the world.
Yeah.
Super hard to score, and I'm on the verge of beating my brother for the first time.
Oh,
Up
man.
by 2 strokes last hole. Couldn't do it, man. We tied.
Well, I know you'll get it next time.
Yep.
Okay, I can't thank you enough for
Thank you.
joining the G team.
Yes, sir.
You've been remarkable. You've been a pleasure. I know the fans and people of Louisiana and Baton Rouge appreciate you.
Sir, thank you.
And, look forward to see what life has to offer for
Yes,
you.
sir. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, God bless you.
God bless you.
All right.